Hey, just a couple of hours ago, our patrol officers were summoned to the address here on the north side of Fort Worth in reference to a white male sitting in a pickup truck, firing shots in the air while seated inside that pickup truck. Our officers made the scene at this location. They located the truck that was described by the call taker, as well as a white male subject sitting inside the vehicle. As they approached the vehicle, the white male got out. It appeared that he grabbed something out of the pickup truck and ran inside his residence, which was approximately 30-40 feet away from the pickup truck. At that point, the suspect in this case slammed the door and barricaded inside the residence. Patrol officers pulled back, held a perimeter. At that point, summoned the assistance of Zero Tolerance as well as the SWAT unit. We subsequently were able to obtain information of a positively identified individual that resided there in the house that was wanted for a parole violation. About an hour later, we were able to determine that it was that individual that was inside the residence. He was giving commands to come out. Initially, he did not comply with those commands. However, we were ultimately able to take him into custody. He did come out eventually after more commands were given, and the SWAT officers were able to take him into custody without incident. At this point, he's been transported to jail for that parole violation that he is wanted for.
Do you know how many shots were fired in that?
At this point, we don't have very much information as far as the shots fired. We do know that we had a neighbor that called in stating that there were several shots fired in the air by an individual fitting the description of the suspect that was transported to jail, and that's what originally got the officers to come to this location. Once again, go ahead, sir.
Did we know what kind of weapon he had, or was it what recovered?
At this point, we have not located any weapon. The case is still, the call is still ongoing. We have North Central detectives out here conducting a further investigation. Once again, the suspect that's been transported to jail fit the description of the original call that was made of shots being fired. The two patrol officers approached him to investigate. He jumped out of the truck. Prior to jumping out of the truck, it appeared that he grabbed something, put it on his person, and ran inside the house, barricaded up. At that point, the patrol officers summoned the assistance of Zero Tolerance and SWAT, set up a perimeter. Ultimately, were able to give verbal commands. The suspect initially did not comply with those verbal commands. However, after continued verbal commands for him to come out, the suspect did come out, and he was taken into custody without incident.
Are you going to search the house now?
I believe at this point, yes, north side detectives are in the process of obtaining a search warrant. Yes, sir.
And did I hear you say he had outstanding warrants, or is that right?
Yes, sir. He had a parole violation.
Parole violation.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you. Yeah.